Well, that's true.
Those for her.
Oh, okay.
You see her.
I'll just leave them right here, so when she comes up here, she'll have it.
Oh, she's
'Cause I was
not
like,
working
Let me.
I saw her.
Get the dog for you.
She left that hat.
Oh, my God.
That's.
Get Buy me a drink at Conrad's.
All right, let's go ahead and call the meeting to order
Oh,
6:02. And stand pledge the flag. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Mr. Chaplain, call the roll, please.
Gallagher,
Here.
Callaghan,
Here.
Jacoby,
Present.
Page.
Here.
Scarborough,
Here.
Showers,
Here.
Olson.
Here.
We do have a forum. Move down the agenda to the approval of the consent agenda.
I move that we approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Any discussion? Any discussion? Clerk, call the roll.
Gallagher,
Yes.
Callaghan,
Yes.
Jacoby,
Yes.
Page,
Yes.
Scarborough,
Yes.
Showers,
Yes.
Olson.
Yes.
We'll go down to the mayor's comments. The mayor is out ill this evening. She didn't give a lot of direction on anything she wanted done in particular, but on the agenda she has, we're going to, she wants to appoint Brian Brittingham to the Planning and Zoning Commission. He's currently on the Zoning Adjustment Board. And per legal counsel, because they have different duties, you can sit on both boards. And I did talk to Brian. Brian here? Brian, sorry, I didn't recognize you. Do you need to swear him in for that, Matthew, or?
I don't have to do that tonight, but at some point, if you would, we'll work it out. I'll swear you.
Okay. So,
I move that we accept the nomination of Brian Bittingham to the Planning and Zoning Commission.
Second.
okay, we have a motion and a second. Do we have any other discussion? Mr. Chapman, call the roll, please.
Gallagher,
Yes.
Callaghan,
Yes.
Jacoby,
Yes.
Page.
Yes.
Scarborough,
Yes.
Showers,
Yes.
Olson.
Yes.
Right. Also, under the mayor's comments, she had listed the zoning board met in a public hearing this past week, it was Wednesday last week, to approve, I guess they met, discussed, and voted to approve the rezoning of the property on Pleasant Valley Road, the old truck line property. They passed a resolution, and we have an ordinance so stating on the agenda tonight, so to fully accept that, so it'll be written into the code that it's been properly rezoned. Do we want to take the agenda out of order to go ahead and approve that ordinance, or do you want to take it?
I'd say we take it in order.
Okay. Very good, so we'll wait till we do that down the agenda a little bit. All right, down to public comments. Do we have any public comments? Any guests that would like to speak?
Is this part of public comments?
Chief.
Yep, it's on the agenda to do this, so yes,
Under
Chief.
public comments, yes, if I have a public comment.
Serviceman.
So, for some of y'all that may not know, we have a room full of firefighters here, and it's for a special reason. I'd like to have newly paramedic Penny Pushnick to come up here, please. Penny has been with us for a number of years. Penny has been an EMT with us for
Just over 3 years.
3 years, and has recently did the grueling work to become a state paramedic for us. And so this is an opportunity for us to recognize her and congratulate her in her efforts. I'd like to have Chief Williams come up. He is our EMS chief, and he can go over a little bit of what she has been through for the last couple of years.
I wrote it down, because I can't remember what I went through. It's been that long ago.
I don't even remember.
So between January of 24 to May of 25, Penny was in school for her paramedic. And like I said, I'm gonna have to go by notes, ladies and gentlemen. She completed no less than 550 classroom hours of education. And this is after having to complete a college level anatomy and physiology course prior to starting. So she completed that, completed her 550 hours, and then went into her clinical rotations. Clinical rotations consist of hospital hours, around 300 in various departments in the hospital, ranging from neonatal to emergency room to the burn unit. And then she gets to spend 360 hours minimum with what they call a field training officer or an experienced paramedic. To complete her field internship, to get her used to working on an ambulance, working by herself. Starts out in an observation role, works up to a team lead, and then eventually the paramedic gets to sit back and just watch her do her job. When she finishes that, she has to take the practical exam and then the written exam. The written exam is kind of brutal. It's also very, very nerve-wracking. It is a minimum of 120 questions, but you have no idea how many you're going to get. And it cuts off at somewhere between 120 and 170. Then you wait 2 days to decide if you're going to pass the thing or not. And when you get the pass notification, then the work starts. She oriented with us, several paramedics, her Nicole, her captain, Nicole. All right, your Nicole, fine, not mine, I guess. Myself, and 2 or 3 other medics for about 96 hours before we finally laid down the hand and said, you are stuck on your own, free to practice on your own. Much to our nervousness and stuff. So I am very proud of her.
Oh, don't. Your master is gonna run.
No, I'm very proud of her. She did a heck of a job.
She hasn't killed anyone yet.
Yes.
Again, nothing makes me happier and prouder when we can promote from within. You know, when we have volunteers that decide that this is their career path and make the effort to get certified and do the things they need to do to become a full-time firefighter somewhere else and hopefully remain part-time with us. And then when we have EMTs that do the same thing, but all that grueling work, you know, to better themselves and to provide that service for Pleasant Valley and to stick around, you know, when they could go somewhere else, you know, it's priceless for us. Paramedics are hard to come by, so it really is special. At this time, I'd like to ask you to ask up whoever you have to want to. We've got a paramedic badge and also a paramedic pin that we want to give her, and we'll kind of do the. Go ahead. I'll unwrap this. Sure. I'll hold it back and I'll hold this.
You know, I always have something. I just want to thank everyone in the department, one, for being here. You're all my favorite faces. You remember finishing the fire academy and walking into Pleasant Valley and meeting Chief for the first time, you know, even more afraid of my own shadow than I always am, as it is. You took a chance on me, and I owe everything I am to you guys. And I just hope I always make you proud. Thank you, guys.
All right, well, that's it for public comments.
All right, thank you. We want to take a short recess so you guys can take pictures
That would be great.
if you want to.
I move we take a 10-minute recess.
Okay, second?
Sorry, I always said that was pretty wrong.
Good news, Chief. Most ladies want men.
Yes. Yes.
Come on, man.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
Yes. Look at you and then explain them. Thank you. Oh, thank you. Good job. Right.
Hey, Penny.
Thank you.
Penny.
I just thought like this, like solid 5 minutes
Thank you.
for like last three.
Thank you. Thank you.
Penny.
Yes, sir.
Who pinned you?
My son, Christopher.
Okay.
Sorry.
As I was thinking, but it's like.
Yeah, it's my son, Christopher, my youngest son, John. We call him JP at the station. This is my husband, Chris. Uh-huh. You could. You could. It's a good boy.
Very good. All right, go get some more pictures taken. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How's Miss Debbie doing? What is it, maybe tomorrow's gonna be 85? And I told Becky last night, I said, I'm so glad I didn't get out and clean out all the dead flowers. They'd all be dead now.
This is my one to look fancy.
I know I've seen you, Brian, but I've eaten.
Oh, that's you were off today. No, you still.
No, I'm John.
No, you were off. I looked at the grandkids go to these.
Yeah.
It was like they were only school. Didn't have remote learning or.
Didn't meet you.
I guess they had like 20 degrees outside, so it's hot in here. But you know what? The weather can be so different. And you wouldn't think.
I was actually kind of surprised.
Isolation.
Yeah. That's what she I looked out the window.
Yeah, I understood.
I guess there were some this morning.
Yeah.
Like on overpasses.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean.
Almost in a way.
Almost in a bad spot.
Yeah.
We have a patio or a sliding door store in our bedroom that goes out onto the side patio. We've got 2 big gazebos out there. I swear to God, I thought those gazebos were going to be long. It was like. Moving while you're ready.
I don't hear much of anything in our bedroom. It's basically got 2 doors on the side of the house.
Yeah. See, when we have animals.
Yeah.
That back part of the house. When they put out.
That information would have come up in that one night.
It's still nice that they put all the rest of them into the house. We started to work. And then it's like, if the mayor decided to do that. We don't have to. That's one
Really?
Okay.
Sometimes.
Well,
like,
John into that.
She stopped by and asked me if I do the
Pittsburgh
zoning.
I think. Tucson was
Next thing.
Yeah, 'cause we've been
Well, thank you for that. But I'm just thinking.
So is this from Rutgers or is this?
Yeah.
You can try.
Yeah, it's hard to get in.
A little chilly out there.
Really small. How long have you been on the other?
Personnel, yeah.
Just not on.
Personnel is the end.
It's like within the last year. I remember that.
Where do you live at? You live behind yourself.
Yeah, so I live over on, yeah. So where Mary Red, where Mary Red used to live? Mary Red, Black.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so just a couple houses down and up the street.
But that's not. I don't know.
There is.
You live on the street with the dog room?
We've been up meeting.
Right.
So,
Yes.
I did originally have personnel. I'm on the roster at a board meeting.
Yeah, I think I'm over there.
I'm still on the roster.
Go walk and then just
Okay,
go
so
on.
it's the personnel. We're not having a meeting on the 30th? Okay, because there's only 2 in a month. Right, so then, yeah, we probably, shouldn't be, as a friend of mine. It's supposed to just be the one before. Second? Yeah, it's just gonna be the one before the board meeting, or Thursday before the board
Usually
meeting.
we'll walk.
Yeah.
People just kind of walk.
I may miss. That's not here, then we'll just skip it. Yeah. Really good. Thanks so much, you. All right, so.
It's cold weather.
Is there a dot or anything? No. Pleasant Valley Mowing.
Yeah, usually we go up to the front.
I think it's just here.
I have that information.
Because this is gonna send much on it.
Yeah, I mean, it is, exactly talking about being in the meeting.
It'll work fine, it's just through here instead of through my.
I don't want to be that hot.
Do you know when all your last equipment has been
We
finished?
don't
What
like
month?
Yeah, 88 on Friday, 87 on.
It's not super important. I can't see it. But I'll-
Okay, I think we're ready to go back in the regular session.
I move that we exit recess.
Second. Steve for seconds. Call the roll, Mr. Chairman.
Yes.
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 Okay. Moving on down to the agenda, the Alderman comments. Do we have any Alderman comments?
Yes, I do. There are a couple. One, we had last month, we had Pleasant Valley Parks and Recreation. And we are having one this Wednesday at 6 p.m. And some of the things I actually developed a few things, and I think it was sent to you by Clerk Matthew, to set up guidelines and how things are worked and how we communicate with the board and expectations. So if you'd like for me to send it to you so you have some time to get feedback and we can discuss it at another time, please let me know. And my email's working. I'm excited.
Okay. Yeah, everybody got it. It was included in the packet, so we'll look at it and we can,
Awesome.
everybody can look at it and maybe we can discuss it at the next meeting and,
Sounds good.
all right? Any other Alderman comments? All right. moving on, old business? No old business. We don't have the attorney here present, so we'll go into committees. Clerk Chapman for administration.
I provided a written report, a couple of things I highlight. Julie and I did meet with Kenny Hales, a local CPA that works with other cities. And it's an ordinance later in the meeting, but we are recommending that we engage his firm for the 2025 financial audit. And then it's also in the packet, there were a couple of training opportunities coming up. If anyone is interested in either or both of those events, you can just reach out to me and I can get you signed up.
And one of those is for the newly elected officials.
That's specifically, well, I think they're both kind of geared towards new, but definitely the one that Lava puts on each year, which is here local. So it does not involve an overnight. And it is for newly elected officials, but newly elected, but also anybody that has questions about it.
Those questions, or maybe had been and didn't attend one of those.
And they said they changed the content, so even if you've been to one, it's worth your time for, I think it's 2 or something.
Yeah, it will be open and we can register after the election, so if we get new members, we can still sign them. Okay, very good. Pardon?
Just a reminder, when it is April
This
7th.
April 7th is the election.
April 7th.
It's the election.
I thought it was April 2nd.
No,
Oh,
it's on
it's
Tuesday.
Tuesday, first Tuesday after the first Monday.
No.
7th.
Okay, moving on, fire department. Chief, do you have anything else to offer?
Well, just the packet there, it's a written report in your packet. I did, if you notice, I did kind of make a summary that looks a lot like what I used to provide you. It's a little different because the information is just a little different. But anyway, so it's a kind of a quick look on that first page, and then the other is the nearest report. Yeah, questions?
Okay, good. No questions. Very good. Moving along. Please, Jared is out today.
Jared is out sick today.
That you provided the.
There's a report from him, but he was out sick.
So if anybody has any questions on that, we can pass it along or hold it until the next meeting. All right, no court. There's a letter on the desk from Mr. Crump that he was in early today and was not going to be able to make it. And did Julia have a report in here? So no treasure report, personnel committee.
That's me. We do have a little bit of a fuller report this time. We had a bit of a longer meeting. So we've got a couple of recommendations and then also just some for informational items. So the first one is, I don't know if we need to make a motion for it or not, but the personnel committee is recommending the board not pursue the current bids we received for the compensation study. So if everyone remembers, that's just where you want to look over all of our different departments, different tiers, check and see if pay is still competitive across other cities, as well as, lined up correctly within each department, things like that. But the bids were very expensive, and the personnel committee feels that the cons just outweigh the pros. The money that we'd spend on the study, we could use to give people better compensation. It would be too much of a drop in the bucket for how much we actually pay our staff if we do decide to move, with step increases and stuff. So Matthew mentioned that there were possible options for less expensive. Right now, we're just in pursuing right that phase right now. So we're planning to just come back to the board if we get some maybe better prices on the compensation study. Otherwise, we might just recommend to move a different direction entirely and not do a compensation study just because it might be just too expensive for a city our size. So I don't know if we need to make a motion to not pursue those bids or.
I think no action is action.
Okay.
I think the motion's required.
All right. And then we have another recommendation. This one would require a motion. The Personnel Committee recommends adding Veterans Day to the Pleasant Valley's list of recognized federal holidays. We currently observe 10 holidays. There are 11 official federal holidays. We do not recognize Veterans Day right now. So we think it would make sense to add it as a recognized holiday, in part because we have a big community of veterans and especially people who serve in the city that are veterans or law enforcement, active duty. So I will make a motion. Is it just a simple motion, or we need to come with an ordinance? Okay, so I would just make a motion that we add Veterans Day to the list of recognized federal holidays for Pleasant Valley.
Let me qualify that. The motion, if the motion were to pass tonight, I would bring back
an ordinance.
Because that would affect
Does that
would be
motion
change to the personnel manual.
Okay, does that motion still work, or do I need to phrase it as to bring back as ordinance?
However you do it, assuming this board passes it, it will come back as an
Okay.
ordinance at the next meeting.
I second her motion.
Any discussion?
I think it's a great idea. There are a lot of people who serve and don't get recognized, and they need to get paid for that day off.
Very good. Clerk Chapman, call the roll, please.
Gallagher,
Yes.
Callaghan,
Yes.
Jacoby,
No.
Page,
Yes.
Scarborough,
Yes.
Showers,
Yes.
Freeman,
Oh, yes.
Olson.
Yes. On that, I do want to just also thank Alderman Gallagher, who's the one that brought that to the Personnel Committee's attention. So thank you for.
I deserve no thanks. This was this was how communication should function in a city. This was things being brought from department heads through the Personnel Committee to the full board, where we get everybody's opinion. I think this is great.
Yeah.
It's not a me thing.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you, Pat, for bringing it up. We had an employee step increase review. So right now, this is being sent to legal. Yeah, it's being sent to legal right now. But basically, we had a discussion on people getting step increases if they've worked little to no shifts over the course of a year. So just the discussion is if you should qualify for a step increase if we can't review your performance over the course of the year. So we're getting some feedback from legal, and we should bring something back to the board next meeting on that.
Okay.
And then last one I have is a recommendation to update City Policy 205, the introductory period. This was brought up to us from the police chief, and he noted that the introductory period for commissioned police officers and communication officers should both be 365 days. Because communication officer training often exceeds the current 90-day introductory period. And so their training usually lasts for 10 to 12 months. So he thinks it makes more sense to have it the same as police officers, 365 days. So that way they can actually finish their training before they're off of their introductory probationary period.
To make sure we want them to stay in that position anyway.
Mm-hmm. So I'll go ahead and make a motion to update Pleasant Valley City Policy 205 introductory period, paragraph 3, sentence 3, to be revised to read: the introductory period for commissioned police officers and communication officers is 365 days.
And that too would come back in ordinance form, wouldn't it?
It would.
Okay, do I have a second?
Second.
I'll let you have it.
It's a pike.
Any discussion, any additional discussion on that?
Just seeking clarity, when you say 365, you're basically saying that the police and the fire department would have a 1-year probation. I'm just trying to.
Not the police and the fire department,
But only the fire department?
just the police department. Right
Okay.
now, police officers have a 1-year introductory period,
Okay.
but communication officers have a 90-day.
Dispatchers.
Dispatchers, yeah, have a 90-day. So the police chief is recommending that both police officers and dispatchers have the same 1-year introductory period.
Okay. Can you expound on it, or is it because it's too short of a time. I guess I'm trying to understand
Yep.
when the chief came to you.
Yep.
What was the rationale behind that?
Yeah, so the change is recommended because communication officer training exceeds the current 90-day introductory period. Their training usually lasts 10 to 12 months.
Okay.
So he thinks that the introductory period should extend past their training, because otherwise we're evaluating whether we want them to stay before they've actually finished their on-job training.
Okay, thank you for the explanation.
Any further discussion? Mr. Chapman, call the roll.
Gallagher,
Yes.
Callaghan,
Yes.
Jacoby,
Yes.
Page,
Yes.
Scarborough,
Yes.
Showers,
Yes.
Freeman,
Yes.
Olson.
Yes,
Any other personnel matters?
that is all I have unless anyone has any questions.
All right, we'll go to finance. Mr. Gallagher.
So you've got a full budget report in your packet. You can absolutely read that. We also have the charts that we typically track, plus the sales and use tax income as new charts. So starting with the general fund revenues, we now have that second data point, both January and February. We can see on a percentage basis that our percent total is near in line, just 1%, 2 percentage points off, 21% versus 19%. No real issues from my perspective on that one. And the same with expenses. They're both in line with what we normally expect for this time of year. The real story on that, so those are based off of, but those are percentages of the budget. What really matters is the total number. So if you look at running difference between actual income versus expenses, we see that our running difference is roughly about 40,000 off of what it was this point last year. But each of the months have been really close to what we saw in the last same time period last year. Our income is still significantly higher than our expenses, which is not uncommon for this time of year. What we added is the sales and use tax income. We wanted a better way to visualize what our sales and use tax income looks like over time. And those are represented by the green colors. So our sales tax is still higher than our use tax. They are roughly in line with what we have been seeing last year, which is an increase over what we've seen the prior 2 years. So 24 and 23, we had a much lower starting point, whereas 25 and 26 are significantly higher than what we had before. So all of this to say, everything's running normally, what we expect to see this time of year, very early in the budget process and the financial reporting of the city. So nothing super crazy to report. Is there any questions over the charts? Any data points you want me to explain better? Cool, thank you.
Good. Moving on, new business. Nobody has any new business, okay? Consideration of ordinances. Mr. Chapman, would you read Council Bill 3633, please?
An ordinance approving the rezoning application for 8601 Pleasant Valley Road in accordance with Chapter 400 zoning regulations of the Pleasant Valley Municipal Code.
Have a motion to pass this on the first and place it on the second reading.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? Mr. Chapman, call the roll.
Gallagher,
Yes.
Callaghan,
Yes.
Jacoby,
Yes.
Page,
Yes.
Scarborough,
Yes.
Showers,
Yes.
Freeman,
Yes.
Olson.
yes,
Okay. Mr. Chapman, would you read Council Bill 3633 as ordinance 3632?
An ordinance approving the rezoning application for 8601 Pleasant Valley Road in accordance with Chapter 400 zoning regulations of the Pleasant Valley Municipal Code.
Have a motion, second.
So moved.
second,
Any discussion? Mr. Chapman, call the roll, please.
Gallagher,
Yes.
Callaghan,
Yes.
Jacoby,
Yes.
Page,
Yes.
Scarborough,
Yes.
Showers,
Yes.
Freeman,
Yes.
Olson.
Yes.
Moving on, Mr. Chapman, would you read Council Bill 3634?
An ordinance approving an agreement between the city of Pleasant Valley, Missouri and the Kinney Hales CPA firm, PC, for professional services relating to annual audits.
We have a motion to pass this on the first and place it on the second reading.
So moved.
Second.
Discussion? Mr. Chapman, call the roll.
Gallagher,
Yes.
Callaghan,
Yes.
Jacoby,
Yes.
Page,
Yes.
Scarborough,
Yes.
Showers,
Yes.
Freeman,
Yes.
Olson.
Yes.
Mr. Chapman, would you read Council Bill 3634 as ordinance 3633?
An ordinance approving an agreement between the city of Pleasant Valley, Missouri and the Kinney Hales CPA firm, PC, for professional services relating to the annual audits.
Have a motion to pass this?
I move that we pass ordinance 3633 on second reading.
Second.
Discussion? Mr. Chapman, call the roll.
Gallagher,
Yes.
Callaghan,
Yes.
Jacoby,
Yes.
Page,
Yes.
Scarborough,
Yes.
Showers,
Yes.
Freeman,
Yes.
Olson.
Yes.
Moving on, that's the end of the agenda. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second. Discussion? Mr. Chapman, call the roll.
Gallagher,
Yes.
Callaghan,
Yes.
Jacoby,
Yes.
Page,
Yes.
Scarborough,
Yes.
Showers,
Yes.
Freeman,
Yes.
Olson.
Yes.
Thank you all for coming. So,
Six, seven, that's quick. I didn't recognize you sat up there with all that.